There's a couple.
All right, everybody, thank you all for waiting. As always, we'll open with comments from the head coach before we open to questions in the room, and then finish with questions virtually. Anybody that's joining us virtually, as a reminder, the mic'd up audio and video from the center, separate from our Zoom feed, will be available through the ACC afterwards. So, Coach, when you're ready, take it away.
Well, first of all, just congratulations to our guys. I mean, it was just what we needed. It was our best day on our last day at home. Man, just a lot of fun with these seniors all week and preparing for this one, and you know, just got to tip my hat to these guys. I mean, it's, you know, we go from 2-2 and a ton of disappointment, a ton of noise, and lots of guys out. You know, we got 17 guys out right now for the year, and even another guy gets hurt in warm-ups today. It's crazy. And you're sitting there 2-2. Now they've won 6 out of 7, and they rallied and they battled. We've had some really tough games, and you know, the foundation of our program has won the day for us. You know, effort, toughness, attitude, no quit attitude, belief in self and team, and physicality. And you saw it all today. And I'm just, you know, it's a historic day. I mean, 5 years in a row we've been undefeated at home. I don't know that everybody really has it. I hope if anything comes from this season, people can appreciate what's happened to Clemson over the previous years and how hard it is to win, especially the way these teams have won over the years. 5 years in a row undefeated at home, that's just unbelievable. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I've never been a part of that. And back-to-back senior classes, walking out here undefeated, first time since 1941. There's a reason why it's been that long. That's just, you know, unthinkable in today's football, and because it is hard to win. So I'm just really proud of our seniors. It was a special locker room to be able to see them celebrate one last time here in the Valley, and to know that, man, they finished well. It was something that was important to them. And, just really proud of them, man. Just a bunch of good people, and a great journey with these seniors. But you know, we're 6-2 in the league, and today was a championship game. I mean, we have any hopes at all, we had to win the game to stay alive. And we definitely didn't want anybody to be able to come here to the Valley and have a trophy handed to them. And our guys took a lot of pride in that today. So I know Michael Strickland was probably here from the league, and he's going to have to go to Boston or wherever else, but he had to pack back up and go back. So our guys were very, very you know, focused on what they needed to do. And again, I'm just proud of them because defensively, I knew we were going to play well. That's a good football team. That is a really good football team. They're the only team in the country that scored 35 plus points. I felt like we could stop the run. I felt like their only real chance was if they beat us over the top, and we gave them some short fields. So, you know, we had a couple of bad turnovers. Unfortunately, we didn't get the points off the one from Kobe early, and then fortunately our defense got the one right back, so that didn't hurt us. We were able to get the points, you know, anyway right there. So we were very lucky there, but we did give up a couple of big plays, but you know, you just know they were going to. Those receivers are outstanding. The quarterback's a tough player, but we won the line of scrimmage, 7 sacks, and you know, contributions from a lot of guys. I think 7 different guys had a half sack. E.T. Rubin had a couple of them. Probably nobody knows who E.T. Rubin is. They showed up with 2 sacks today. Just really proud of our guys. 3 turnovers. And Miles Murphy calls one. Speck comes up with 1. Booth comes up with 1. It was just an Tyler Davis. How about Tyler Davis chasing that receiver down? I mean, are you kidding me? And you know, again, that's the epitome of our program: effort. You know, and you know, it's just that was a huge stop because we were able to rally, hold them to a field goal right there. But at the end of the day, it came down to offense today. And as good as our defense has been all year, they've been there all year. This was a day that the offense took it over. Just flat took it over and just kept answering. Just never really gave them a chance to get in the game, you know, because the offense just kept answering. And you got to give credit to the offensive line. We're a patched together group. It was great to get Putnam back today. We don't have many people. I gave the game ball to Caldwell. Nobody's had a harder job than that guy all year long. And man, those guys have just continued to hang in there and, rush for 333 yards. Two guys over 100. I think Kobe had 190 something yards and a couple touchdowns. Shifty 100 something yards, and a couple touchdowns, and he threw a touchdown. So Davis Allen, another big day. Bo Collins, we started true freshman, and fifth-year walk-on Swinney. And his mama told me that we now are averaging 48 points a game when Swinney starts at receiver. So I don't know what took us so long. But, 7 receivers out. Slato goes out and warm-ups, hurts his heel. It's just been a crazy deal. And I'm really proud of our guys for being ready. And again, that offensive line, no sacks. I thought DJ led us well. He showed just so much toughness. He's obviously not 100%. He made some big plays. And, the play by Bo was amazing. But once we got up in the fourth quarter there, and we had a couple of short fields. We had the big play to Bo, and then we had a couple of short fields, and we were able to just run the football, and they couldn't stop it. So man, that's guys getting it done up front. Backs running really, really hard. Guys blocking on the perimeter. So I'm just proud of what I saw to finish the game in the second half. And we did a good job on third down. BT sets the school record for 50-yard field goals in his career. What a career and what a season he's had. He's just been awesome. Davis Allen coming up with the onside. I thought that was big because it just kind of took a little bit of hope away right there. So just proud of our guys and fun day. Appreciate our fans. It was an awesome environment. And again, just can't say enough how proud I am of our seniors and how grateful I am. Appreciative to have been able to just be a part of their journey these last 4, 5, 6 years, even more than that because you know them in the recruiting process. So it was a great day and just really proud.
Coach, with all the injuries that you had this season and to be 8-3 and still have a shot at winning the ACC, I feel like this might be your best coaching job yet.
Well, I told our staff during the week, as we always talk about playing our best game. And that was my challenge. We need to coach our best game. That's what we need to do. We need to coach our best game. And we got what we got. We got what we got. And the art of coaching is taking what you got and beating them. It's just the way it is. And our guys just kind of embrace that. And, I've talked to y'all earlier about you can take all these guys who aren't available offensively and probably go win a bunch of games, and so to be able to win a game like that way is a credit, to the heart of our team, number one, their belief, their will to win, which has been there all year, and then the job that our staff did. So I'm just really, really proud of everybody. It was a great, complete effort. Unfortunately, we didn't get the punt return that's the best punt return for a touchdown that didn't count. Probably gonna see. So, but it was just, we had a little adversity, but they just never flinched. They just kept battling. The fumble by Kobe was big early. I love how he responded. And so, again, just a great season. I mean, you're sitting there 2-2. You've got a 2-play loss to Georgia. Probably one play away from going to overtime. And you got a double overtime loss on the road. In a tough environment. And you're 2-2. It's a disappointing start. And how you gonna respond? You can look around the country and you see teams that have a little adversity and it gets worse and worse. But man, these guys have responded. And again, that's our culture. That's the foundation of this place. That's the type of character that we have on this team. That's the type of faith that we have on this team. So it's been awesome. I've had a lot of fun with this group. It's been a challenge for sure, especially with the just weirdness that we've had to deal with from an injury standpoint. But it's been fun too. And again, I'm thankful that I've had a chance to really coach these seniors in a way that I haven't had a chance to coach. They really haven't had adversity in their career. They really haven't. We've had some disappointment. You lose a playoff game, that's disappointment. I wouldn't call that adversity. So I've had a chance to really, coach the team and coach these seniors and interact with them in a little different way. And it's been great to see how they've responded. So And that's what life's all about, man. It's how you respond. It's not always going to be your way. You're not always going to win. But I do think that, man, this team is having fun. They've got a great appreciation for what it takes to win. They believe in each other, and they just kind of embrace the suck, as we say, and making the best of it.
Hey, Coach, what does James Skalski mean to the program?
I mean, well, you heard the crowd. You know, it's not a popularity contest, but I mean, I think everybody has a great appreciation for Skalski. I mean, if you love football, I mean, that guy is the epitome of football. I mean, he's just unbelievable. I mean, his will to prepare, his will to win, his toughness, his heart, it just oozes out of him. His commitment to this program, what he's meant to Clemson, man, the journey that he's been on. I got a chance to give his mom a big hug in the Tiger Walk, and last night was kind of our parent meeting. I let the parents kind of talk to the team. His mom was hysterical. She was like, "I guess they're finally going to make us leave, James." And so I wish there was a way we could keep him, but he's what this place is all about. And such a great leader, unbelievably respected on this team. And he's one of the reasons that we've rallied back and we're sitting here 8-3, because he wasn't going to let it be any other way. When you think about the plays that he's made, I mean, he's made plays on the goal line. He's made some big ones in his career. I think he had the first sack right out of the gate, set the tone for the whole game. So he's special, sure.
How often have you seen other defenses attack their backfield like?
Well, I mean, there may be people that try, but not everybody can do it. And that's just our mentality. We don't want to sit the line of scrimmage, and we have the right mindset of truly creating a new line of scrimmage and putting them in the quarterback's lap. And there's plays when you watch these guys that they got the ball 4 or 5 seconds, and that's just we can't. They're too good outside to allow that. So I just thought we did a great job of winning that battle and shortening the time and kind of disrupting the rhythm and affecting. So I mean, it was just an awesome day. We had a great push. A couple of times he got outside of us and extended a couple of plays, but we did a really good job of just making him uncomfortable. And started early. And then we didn't give him anything in the run game to hang on to. They popped a couple, I think 36 total yards rushing. They popped a couple here or there, but we just kind of took that away. And we knew that, again, their best chance to win was over the top. They had the one double move on Makuda. We didn't really we didn't really have anybody running wide open. We missed the tackle with Booth right there. And he kind of peeked in the backfield a little bit, but we missed the tackle, just get him on the ground. They had an unbelievable one-handed catch. But that's kind of who they are. That's what they've done. I mean, those receivers are outstanding. I got a chance to see all 3 of them after the game. And I told them how much respect for, as a receiver guy, how much respect I have for them and their development and how they've grown. But it starts with that line of scrimmage and affecting the quarterback. And we were able to do that. And again, there was no comfort zone in the run game. So those guys were coming, and they kept it all day. So really proud of it. And I loved how we played the ball. Mario early. We worked hard on that this week. Just our technique, our fundamentals of winning on the ball. That was a big play early. Nate had a big one. Obviously Booth with the pick. We even got an offensive PI. Well, that rarely happens. So that was a great. So it was just really good. They made a couple of plays again, but I think what they did up front set the tone for everything else.
Even though they don't.
EJ, yeah. So y'all know what happened to EJ? So Wednesday, we're in 7-on-7, and EJ he's lined up, and he just run a route, and he comes back, and he was a little tight on his alignment, so he goes to widen out and went down like a sniper, just took him out. It's the dadgummest thing you've ever seen in your life. Out like what just happened. And he has, it's not going to be surgical, but he has some type of, it's almost like a pulled muscle, they call it, kind of on the back of the hammy knee area. I don't know what it's called, but it's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, it's the craziest thing. That's what happened. No, I ain't got nothing. I got nothing. Just hope we can have 11 to show up next week.
Coach, with all these receivers out, I think David Allen might have gone into the game with the most catches of anybody on your starting lineup. How important is this consistency for you?
Man, he's been our most consistent player. I mean, he's certainly offensively been one of our best players on the team. What a play! Somewhere Travis Etienne is not happy with me right now. We've had that play, and I've had that in there for 5 years. It's even called Bayou for where Travis is from the Bayou, and just never really had the right opportunity to call it. And, today was the day. And what a play! Shipley gets it up there. It's just kind of a pop pass, jump ball, and trying to affect the little quarterback motion there. But it was a great play, a great finish. But Davis would have 6 catches and some yards and a touchdown and an onside return. I mean, he just punt team. I mean, he does everything. He's just he is as complete a football player as we've had come through here. When you talk about just being a complete football player, I mean, he's got it all. I'm just really proud of him. And we only start 2 juniors, him and J Mac. So you're talking a bunch of freshmen and sophomores out there, and those 2 juniors. You got a lot of guys that will be back that are getting a lot of experience. Not going to lose many guys defensively either, and Davis Allen he is a just complete player in every sense of the word. And again, has become one of our best leaders. And like Skalski defensively, one of the most respected guys on the team. Just shows up every day and gives everything he's got.
Coach, did that rundown tackle on the west end zone side bring back memories of the one against Louisville a few years back as far as how crucial it was to regroup and lock down on that play? And what are your thoughts on defense making 4 straight 3-and-outs and forcing the field goal before the Chiefs got in the end zone, how that attributed to the flow of the game? Yeah, so the goal line stand early was big. You know, that holding the 3 was huge. That was a huge play for us there. So I was really proud of that. And then, that play right there, I mean, missed the tackle. I guess the play Tyler Davis you talking about giving it all he's got. I mean, that big man was moving. And I think Makuba was the one that got him out. It was a huge play because if we rallied, we were able to hold them out right there. And that was big. And they score right there. It's a little uncomfortable. Puts a little more pressure on your offense. But that holding to the field goal, I thought was critical. And again, that's effort. It's an effort play. As we say, effort never goes in a slump. Gonna win the day all the time. And that was a big play in the game for us.
The whole team's pretty with that play at the offensive line, especially the interior guys.
Yeah, well, getting Putnam back was huge. And again, we had our best available, most experienced, if you can call redshirt sophomores and freshmen experienced. But we had our best available. And those guys did an awesome job, man. 333 yards rushing and no sacks, 7-11 on 3rd down. That's as good as we've been. And again, 2 backs, 100-something yards. I mean, they just took it over. We didn't have to even throw the ball. Again, we had the big play, and then we had a couple of short fields. And then you get in the 4th quarter, and you're up big, so it's kind of a milk clock situation. We put a 7+ minute drive together. It was awesome. I think we kicked the field goal after that, but it was really good. So you don't do all that if guys aren't winning up front. And we kept them off balance, and I thought DJ ran just enough. He had some critical plays in there with his legs as well. So again, you just got to tip your hat to those guys. They did a great job, and they were ready to go. And that's been a beat up group all year, but today was their best day. We needed it.
Were you confident you'll be able to run like that against the defense that's kind of geared to stop the run with a lot of one?
Yeah, we felt like we could run the ball. We felt like we could get on the edge a little bit based on how they played schematically. We thought we could do some things on the perimeter. You saw that. We got outside them a few times. We did some we pulled some guys and we were getting on the edge. I thought that helped us. But you know, we had some good RPO stuff as well. But at the end of the day, we were able to keep the front side and block them, you know, and hit at the point of attack. Then DJ with some of his key runs with an extra hat kind of evened it out, and then we made some plays in the passing game. We made some big plays in the passing game in the first half, and then obviously the third and 9, maybe 3rd and 8 on the touchdown, one-hander. You know, like Jerry Rice, that number 80 out there, it was amazing. A great throw, but you know, we had enough in the passing game to go with it. But at the end of the day, the backs were unbelievable. They made guys miss. They broke some tackles, but our offensive line got us to the second level. Again, we did some things on the perimeter that really helped us as well. I can't wait to watch the tape. I think our receivers and our tight ends did a nice job outside.
That was 5 red zone touchdowns today. What do you think about execution?
Yeah, well, it's a game of execution, and we really stopped ourselves in the first half. I mean, it really didn't stop us. We had a couple of miscues there. What did we punt one time? Is that right? Punt once the whole game, you know, and so and then, you know, with the turnover, we kind of got a short field, but incredible execution. The 4th and 1 was huge. That's something, you know, that's a kind of a sign of growth. We've been stopped twice, 4th and 1 on the goal line this year, I think, twice. We didn't get it in there. So it's good to see us get it in there, and good to see us make some of those short yards and some dirty yards. Where it's not going to always be clean. You know, great effort by our backs to finish it out.
Coach, it's always emotional for you, I'm sure, senior day and seeing those guys run down the hill for the last time. Was it a little bit extra emotional for you just with Will watching them?
Yeah, it was for sure. You know, Will's he's grown up. I mean, he's literally gone from a little bitty boy to a grown man on that field. 19 years, he's never missed a Clemson home game. 19 years straight. I haven't either. So it's been an amazing journey, and those of you who are parents, you know, it's really hard to understand. You know, the joy of being a parent until you are one, and then it goes so fast, you know. And you know, he's grown up in this town. There's nobody who loves Clemson more than Will. Unbelievably committed, just a grinder, and you know, it's just crazy how crazy, you know, how it worked out. And he did a good job, and he was ready, and took advantage of his opportunities. Done an unbelievable job in his role since he got here. But yeah, it was a very special moment. It was a special moment last night in our meeting last night for everyone. But I'm really proud of him. I'm really proud of him. And you know, the biggest thing I would say about Will and really all 3 of my boys, if the good Lord took me home today and they, you know, before you left, they said, "What's your greatest accomplishment on this earth?" Number 1, I would say that my boys know Jesus, and they made that decision on their own to follow him. And the second thing is my kids have grown up a lot different than me, and that was a goal of mine, you know, for my kids to grow up different than me. But man, they still got that same grit. They got that same work ethic, and I think that's. If I could that's for the rest of my life, that'll be the greatest accomplishment that I could possibly have. And I'm proud of it. It was a special day to be able to have that moment with him. 19 years, home games. He's lived and died with every single one of them. It's good to see him walk off that field undefeated in his career here.
I want to know what you're going to do tonight to celebrate.
Man, well, I knew it was going to be a good weekend because I went. My youngest Clay, they were in the 3rd round last night. Daniel here, and they scored 52 points. And I'm sitting there and I'm telling Kat, I'm like, weird. I'm 52. I know I look 32, but I'm 52. And I'm like, I told Kat, I said 52 points. It's a little God wink right here. We're off to a good start on this weekend, and then they were lining up to kick a field goal at the very end. I'm going, hope they missed this field goal. And they hit off the upright. I was like, here we go. It's going to be a great weekend. So, you know, my mom's here. We got a lot of family and friends, and you know, I think it's in the unwritten bylaws of football that you don't lose on your birthday. I think so. Somewhere in there, so it's going to be a great night. I don't know, have some smoking pig or something, and just enjoy some family and friends, watch some football, and just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. And get ready to go. We got a big one. You know, for us, South Carolina is a season and a goal of its own. It's a season and a goal of its own. We got another championship opportunity next week, and you know, it's an opportunity to go get a ninth win, and that's what we're going to enjoy this tonight. And I get to church tomorrow, and get to the office, and start over. Get ready for a great week. It's going to be Thanksgiving. We got a lot to be thankful for sure. I'm thankful for our fans. I mean, it was awesome. You know, seeing some of my best friends on the field again. That was fun. I've kind of missed that actually. So it was good moment to be able to celebrate with our fans a little bit after the game.
How else did you say the number 12 1 couple things along the way over close to exploding? How nice is that to kind of see things go your way today and those plays that you weren't connecting, at least go going your way down?
Well, you see what happens when you get rid of them a little bit, you know, and you got to play well up front, first of all. But, you know, we had a few spark plays where we just, you know, we made a few of those plays. The big play by Davis Allen, you know, the crazy play to Bo, just how we drew it up. You know, break 2 sacks, roll out to the right, rip it 60 yards, and just how we drew it up. But you know, you need some of that along the way. And we hadn't had much of that. And I thought he held the ball a little too long on that play, and because I thought we had enough time. But I mean, what a play! I mean, good thing he's 250 pounds, because he's just strong enough to break. I mean, they had it. He was strong enough to break those tackles, and Bo stayed alive, and he's got a big enough arm to make that play. So, you know, it's just good to see us make a couple of plays like that. But we just were able to create rhythm. You know, 7-11 on third down. You know, it just creates, you know, some confidence as you go. And then a couple of the pass plays early I thought were big for us. One that Davis Allen was big. Post there, and then being able to be balanced with the run game is huge for us.
So just to be fair, you didn't you fell over.
Sniper
No
fell
one
over.
touched him.
Nobody touched him. He moved 2 yards out, like there's a satellite or something with a laser. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen. It's crazy.
Do you believe that this was the most complete game Clemson's played all season, offensively?
Oh yeah, no question, absolutely. You know, we made a couple kicks, you know, the 50-yarder. We did some good things in the return game. Defensively, 7 sacks, and took the run away. They scored. That's their only team in the country that scored 35+ points in every game. So to hold them under that was certainly a goal of ours, and we were disappointed in a couple of plays, but you know, they're a good group, and quarterback's a great winner. And then offensively, certainly our best day. Absolutely. In every area. So. Hey!
Sorry, it's my son wanted to know what the score was.
Yeah.
If you just step out, Georgia.
Ain't it closer?
Any questions from Zoom before we wrap up? All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you,
Thanks,
Coach.
Coach.
All right.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.